It is opening day for squirrel hunting. This is day 1 of about 4. The sun is peeking over the horizon, which means we can legally shoot squirrels if we see one. This right here is the little spot I've been hunting for the past 5 years every opening morning. Last year I skunked out here. Right now we just arrived, which I don't know if there's any squirrels here. Shooting a new rifle. This is a 22 long rifle. This is the Bergara BMR Carbon X. Pretty dried piece of bear scat, but there's bears around here. Last year, I decided to leave a trail cam at this spot and let it soak for a year. This is one of the things I do whenever I want to learn an area. Sometimes before I even hunt there, I'll go there, I'll set up a trail cam and let it soak for one entire year. That way I know a much better idea of what utilizes the area. And my brother Chinu has been going off with a gun down here. But usually a lot of gunshots means you're not hitting your target. So I don't know if this camera actually worked, but I'm gonna take it, and then once we go back to camp, we will review the footage if it worked. No squirrels at this spot, so we're gonna hike down the drainage, see if we can't run into one, or potentially a bear, because this place is littered with all their feeding stuff. Just no squirrels. I just hear something run up a tree. Or is that just me? Did you hear it? These are called blackberries, and these are very delicious. This is a food source that black bears will eat. They have thorns on them, but we're down at the creek bottom, so we need to cross this, but all this stuff is blackberry thorns. They still haven't come in yet. A lot of them are still unripe. He's still in this big tree. Oh, do you have a shot? Where is he? Is he close to the trunk?
He's on the left of that tree. He's on the tree to the left. Maybe if you come on this side, you're right.
Oh, he's like the actual tree to the left. He's just eating. actually a gray squirrel. He might still be way up top. Door left. That's a gray. Down here, you need a stand. Yeah, you see him? Yes. He's like 10 feet off the ground. He's on the right edge. Just scan up the right edge. He might be behind you. Okay, he's going up. Whenever you have a shot. Yeah. You didn't get him. Bruh. I think he's behind the tree. Yeah, he's behind it. Easy up high. Oh, I see him. He's on that log. Yeah, he's on the ground. You see him? What? Yeah. Well, that is not the start we wanted. Huh? Yeah. Terrible marksmanship from the both of us. We were trying to find a squirrel right in front of us, and then to our left, this other squirrel started barking. I took 3 shots at it. The squirrel was just doing his own thing. Do you see the little one right now? Because I see the little one. We're currently sitting on this original squirrel, and he's been feeding behind this clump of branches and leaves for maybe 25 minutes now, and he just won't step out. Every time he steps out, we're not ready. Now that we are ready, he won't step out, and he has a little Douglas squirrel with him, so we're trying to also make sure that we don't hit a Douglas squirrel, because we're not allowed to shoot a Douglas squirrel. The only squirrel that we're legally allowed to shoot is a western gray, which there's a western gray and there's a Douglas squirrel, like crossing back and forth on each other up on this tree branch. To the right. To the right. He's to the right. You see him? If you have a shot, you can shoot him. Nice shot. I told you the gun was on.
It was just me.
That first 3 shots was just us. Oh my goodness, that's what you call cat and mouse. Sat here 30 minutes, finally walked out on a limb. Huh? I don't know, is there 2?
Dog looks, you sure?
I kind of see him. Is that a western gray? Big bushy tail? Huh?
It looks bigger than the one we saw earlier.
I see him.
I just can't identify.
I can't identify. He looks like a western gray. I can't tell. Oh, I think so. Yeah, that's a western gray. That's a gray. Got my shoe right there. He moved to the left.
Same spot.
Is he? Yeah, he's like way up top, like maybe 10 yards down from the top, and he's like 20, maybe 10 feet out to the right. There's a nest up there. Yeah, the gray's way up, but I probably won't have a shot.
Yeah.
Unless I reposition. Let me see. Oh, right here, Chris. Chris, do you see him? Do you see him? Do you see him? He's right in this tree. This right tree right here. You see him? Let me know when you're good. Do you see him though?
Yeah.
Let me know when you're good. You good? He's kind of got a little thing blocking him. What the heck? I just had a dud on me. Sometimes you hit them and they run. And when you go, don't ever lose visual of the tree you shot them in. Because once you get over there, it's going to be confusing. Right there. Oh, that's a beast, Chris. That's a beast. He was kind of quartering too, so I put it like this. This is the exit around the shoulder, but I shouldered him. We had this Douglas squirrel. I've never seen a Douglas squirrel hang out with westerns like this. And Chris finally shot one, killed one, and then as soon as we were gonna go pick it up, Chris is like, hey, there's another one. And sure enough, he had a partner. Waited on this guy like 25 minutes, and I got him. But I think Chris's squirrel is somewhere right here too. Turn the camera around behind that bush. Yeah. Oh yeah, these are some beasts. Did you go for a headshot?
I tried to.
Nice shot.
What a beast.
What a beast. Look at these 2 squirrels. Beast. Well, there's the first two. Could have been 3. Yours is already starting to rigor up.
Yeah.
That's how long we sat here for. We missed the first one right here. We just shot our 2 up here. And then right before I shot mine, there was a squirrel barking way up on this ridge top, and I think she was gonna go up there. But broke the skunk. So right now it's like late morning, and most squirrels by now, they're usually on the ground. So because we have this hillside, instead of looking at the trees, you start looking at the ground. And a lot of times you will hear them like jumping on the ground because it's so loud, right? Like there's a lot of dry leaves and stuff. So a lot of times you will hear the squirrels rustling around in the leaves way before you even see them.
Okay.
But yeah, and this is about the time when you kind of stop looking at the trees. Like you never fully stop looking, but you start focusing more on the ground than in the trees. These are called Oregon grapes, and these are ripe. These are a good berry source for all sorts of critters, especially if you're after bears. This is a really young acorn tree. You can see how we have some acorns that are starting to come in, but they're not necessarily ready or like fully ripe. But occasionally when they do get ripe, you'll have some squirrels that hop around and get some acorns. Bears will eat that, deer as well, but they're still a little green. This is exactly what we're looking for right here. Feeding sign. So right here, you just have a lot of ripped apart pine cone. That's exactly what it is. And essentially, this is a pine cone that's not fully ripe, but we're talking about giant pine cones, like about a foot long. And this is what a pine cone normally looks like. But then squirrels will go and they will start ripping apart, I don't know what you call these petals, and it will strip the stem clean of the pine cone petals. And like that's a good before and after. This is what happens. This is what it looks like when a squirrel has stripped it. This is what it looks like before they eat it. And you have the stem, and then you have all of these petals ripped apart. And that is what squirrels do. That's how they eat. And when you find a feeding area, you will just see a lot of these ripped up pine cones and petals at the base of these trees or on top of a log that they might be stationary and eating. There's a lot of piles of pine cone remnants here. So we're gonna sit here, see if something comes through for the afternoon. You making a mess? Yeah?
No.
You making a mess?
No.
What's that? What is it?
No.
No?
No.
What is it? You're Pikachu. You're literally his cousin. We have made it back to camp. It's about noon. This is where I have spent the first week of September for the past 5 years, which is super crazy to say. This year, there's not that many of us. We've only got 3 rigs. We've got my cousin Josh. There's my rig, and then my brother's truck. Let me show you guys the rundown. So it's kind of just like the main road comes right here, but there's like an offset of a flat spot that I feel like some people have used for camping in the past that may have moved on and no longer hunt here. But you have a roundabout as a road, so it comes in and then back out that way. So we have all our rigs parked, just ready to go. And then we have various stuff. I've got my Yeti 160 with the hitch that I towed. This is my Argali Rincon. This is where Chris and I have spent or will be spending our night. We've got the insert because there are rattlesnakes around here. My cousin Josh has a king-size bedroom. This tent right here is Chinu's and his son's. They've got a king bedroom too. And then my parents are sleeping in this tent that's covered by the tarp. And then over here, we have our clothesline. So whenever you go and take a shower or wash your clothes, you just hang it over the clothes or the bungee or the cord, the paracord. I cannot speak. We have a lot of chairs here. This is our double shade tent. Kitchen is over here. This is our dining room. So we eat in here. We've got a little table, and then we also eat on top of our coolers. And then over here is where my mom makes the magic happen. She's currently cooking right now. So we got a stove and an L-shaped table formation with all of our food and whatnot. And then at night we have these generators to power up the light, which helps light up the camp. And then you have the shade tents to protect you from the sun. Granted, the trees overhead do a good job, but this is just to help even more. Well, this is the squirrel stew after it's been crock potted. Here we got some fresh white rice, and there's a bee that wants it. And over here we have the cucumber drink. And we also have some fried beef. What's your thoughts?
That's very good.
What's the broth?
Like that. Very good.
I think you need a spoon.